Okay, it's Saturday the 20th. I can tell you that down here there's drifting going on over the roads, some of the back roads, because of the gusty winds, and that the snow is very light, it's not wet, and so therefore it's just blowing around all over the place. So I'm not sure what the rest of the state looks like, but just keep that in mind when you're out there traveling. I don't know, unless it's like an open field or farmland or something, the main roads are fine. But just keep that in mind in secondary. Okay, I'm showing you this. This is my ever-loving MJO. Okay, I kind of follow this thing a lot, and I want you to follow me right now. These are the kind of the colder phases over here as we get into here, and this is kind of where we are at right now. These are in the winter in January. These are colder phase twos, but as we get in right now, you can see we're in this phase five right here, and it's flying through here, and it's going to go into six. Like these are the days of the month. This is the 20th. Here's the 22nd, and these are the. It's that's why it's warming up out there, and then it's going to come around into here, and eventually this is going to straighten out and it's going to come down into 8 and 1 and then back into 2. But we pretty much have a pause in this, after we clear out of this cold temperatures, we're going to pause and have some warmer temperatures above normal. Probably, the way I look at it, probably for the first full week of February, it might be above normal through there. Now, I know it's cold out there for the next few days, but as we get into later next week, it's really going to warm up. And temperatures will, for wintertime, for January, will be warm. I'm not talking 50s and 60s and 70s. No, I'm talking about 40s and 50s. But this will go on. And then as we get into the second week of February, we'll go down and we'll get colder. Okay, so now this is kind of where we're at between now and say next Thursday. And you can see warmer air is coming, into northwestern PA. That'll basically start cutting down on the snow out here. But there still will be some between now and then, and I'll show you that in a little bit here. Along the coast here, you're still below normal. The warmer temperatures haven't affected you yet, but it will. Now I'm going to take you out for the next week after that. This is next Friday through the following Wednesday, which is the 31st, and you can see above normal temperatures of here. Now, out here where it was 45 below zero, all of a sudden they're way above normal, so it's a big swing, and it's like all the cold air just went blink and shot right out of there. So, again, warmer temperatures have moved in, um, and then you're going to see the next period of time. This takes you to the 5th of February, from the 31st to the 5th, and you can see it's still above normal. And this now has moved down into the central part of the United States. Again, a lot of melting going to be going on with snow and everything with this. And out, even in Pennsylvania, we're going to lose a lot of our snow cover, if not all of it, for the most part, unless you got some deep pack up there by the lakes. And then here's what I'm getting at. You'll see this, it moves to the east, then it kind of like slingshots out as we go from the 5th to the 5th through the 11th of February. And now temperatures begin to get normal. You don't see those super hot or super warm temperatures there, and then you're going to see it go. And then you're going to see, as we move into the 8th through the 13th of February, cold air returns again, and then we're back on the hunt for snow along the coast again. So you got like a 2, 3 week period here where things can get back to normal a little bit temperature wise and get cleaned up and things like that. And then you can see it doesn't really get really warmed up. Now the center of the cold now is over to the east. It's not out over the central part of the United States. So that's the difference in this air mass. So there'll be warmer temperatures out here. But what it means is you're going to get lows to come down and up this way. They're not going to shoot this way, because if they did, this wouldn't be above normal. This would be on the warm side, because you would have southerly flow. So it lead you to think, lead you to be an impression that the lows are going to come up and off the coast here. So we'll move this on a little bit further into February. This takes you from basically Valentine's Day through February 20th, and now the East Coast is cold, very cold along here. Will let you think that possibly there's snowpack back again down through here up the I-95, and then now where it was warm out in the central part of the United States, it's cooled off again. So we're getting cold throughout the country again as we get into the middle of February. So everybody, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of, okay, winter's over, because it's going to be nice for a few weeks. But, not not true. But it's just a break. And we always, I mean, I'm 67. We always have a January thaw. And this is your January thaw. And again, it's a couple weeks behind because we started a couple weeks late. So now it's the end of January to the first week of February, just because that's how it works. So, if you live in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, you kind of know this happens most of the years, not every year, but most of the years. And now, if you're interested where we're at as we get towards the end of February, this is the 21st through the 20th through the 26th. You can see very much cold air. It is coming into the country, colder air. And remember, February is when we get most of our snow. And so, guess what? This might be the same deal over and over. And as for temperature wise, you can see things have really gotten cold. And in the United States, not just Pennsylvania and New Jersey, but just so that you don't think it's over with yet. This takes you from the 24th through the 1st, through the third, well, 25th through the 1st of March, and look at the coastal areas here. Very below zero, very below normal in this area, and the rest of the country has basically been below normal too. So this makes you think, and again, it's just observation that you're going to have snow through this corridor here because it's going to add to make the temperatures colder. So you just have to keep an eye out. That's an observation that you take. And if you're really interested, let's just go out a little bit further. I can take you into March, and this is the end of February through March 5th, and it's moderating out here towards the west, and in the east we're still cold. So when I say that the month of February basically is below normal, it's below normal. So and your chances of snow pick up in February. This could be one of those years where we get our normal February snow, and hopefully for the snow lovers, you get a coastal storm. I get a lot of stuff from emails and messages from people that plow and do salt and things like that. And I hope the last week or so you've gotten some money plowing and stuff like that. These back-to-back, basically, storms. Your Philadelphia people that are always emailing me saying, "We get no snow." Yeah, I know you got no snow for like 700 days, but you got two of them now. So I hope that helps you out a little bit, and makes you a little happier if you're a snow lover. If you're not a snow lover, well, then you had a good 700-day run where you didn't get any snow. Okay, and then as for other people that are snowmobiles and skiers and stuff like that. You should be living it up right now, because by the end of next week, temperatures will begin to upswing above freezing. Next few days were terribly cold, but we will go on the upswing later on next week, and things will begin to melt, especially where there's not a deep snowpack, but it might disappear once it starts to get into the 40s. What else I got to tell you? Go to www.poconoweather360.com. It's not just about the Poconos, it's about all of Pennsylvania, all of New Jersey, so you can get your information there. I post different videos there. I'm going to do this video for Facebook. I always do a different video for all the time for Pocono Weather 360. I have a special weather video placed there where I do added information, and then the third place I put is a simulated radar for the next couple of days on there. And then there's road conditions, ski reports, things to do, events going on. There's all kinds of stuff there. It's not just always about the weather there. If you're a skier, right now, you'll love it because all the ski places are all listed there. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. Hopefully we fixed the problem over there with people signing in and things like that. And again, it's $25 for 9 months. Now that means it's like $2 and something total per month. So it's not that expensive, it's not that crazy, and you get a lot of info, and it helps support me spending all the hours I do doing this stuff to make it at least worth my while. And right now, there's really not a lot of people joining it, and I would hope I could pick up some people. It would help out a lot and just keep it going to the standard that I'm trying to keep it at. So again, www.poconoweather360.com. I would appreciate it. All right, everybody, stay warm and get ready for a warm up. But let me tell you something, for the next 3 days, it's going to feel like winter. And then we'll start coming out of it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. So that's kind of what we're up against. If you're looking for snow, okay, so this is your lake effect. This map here takes it out between now and midday on Monday, lake effect. And again, this is all flurries and stuff off the lakes here. You're normally higher elevations up here towards northeastern PA. Could get a dusting, maybe an inch, as you can see right there. And out here, normally the higher elevations of the Laurel Highlands, and then up here towards Erie off the lakes, you get a few inches, heavier accumulations just off the lakes right here. And again, out towards Pittsburgh, maybe a dusting. Depends on the angle of the squalls and the flurries that come off Lake Erie and all. And then as we get further into the week, before the warm air gets in here, we have a little system that clips along the northern border of Pennsylvania. Again, nothing to go crazy about. Most of the heavier or accumulating snow, as you can see, is north of Pennsylvania. It's in New York State, and then that clears out, and this takes you into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then maybe Sunday night. If things line up right, there might be a little bit of snow across northern parts of Pennsylvania here. This would be basically Sunday night when it's colder. So they would get clipped next Sunday before. Yeah, you can see that's not bad if that happens. But again, that's next Sunday or next Saturday night into Sunday, and then that clears out, and then this all kind of dissipates and goes away. But again, um, I think that we're going to start warming up a little bit, and it all depends. It's going to get cold at night. It's not going to be 40 degrees at night. And what I mean by a warm up is temperatures to the north, upper 30s, low 40s, to the south, 40s, and then at night temperatures drop to freezing and below. So you're not out of the realm of a storm. And again, sometimes you have these warm temperatures, you get a low that comes up the coast. I mean, it's very hard for it to come up the coast when it's like this, but if it did, it pulls in cold air. If the timing's right, you get snow at night. That's kind of what happens. Okay, everybody be safe out there. Take it easy. I'm going to up this on. I'm going to come back on Monday and update everything. And again, please, I appreciate it. www.poconoweather360.com. It's not just about the Poconos. It's about all of Pennsylvania and all of New Jersey and even parts of New York and Delaware. All right. Oh, if you're wondering who had the most snow, guess what? Delaware. Okay. And South Jersey. So they normally don't get it. They got it. All right. Everybody take it easy.